Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day practice question. Question was, which of the following countries is not associated with Arctic Council? Finland, Norway, United States or United Kingdom? The correct answer is option D, United Kingdom. The Arctic states have territories within the Arctic and thus carry the role as stewards of the region. Their national jurisdictions and international law govern the lands surrounding the Arctic Ocean and its waters. The northern provinces of the Arctic states offer a home to more than 4 million people whose health and well-being is on the top of the Arctic Council's agenda. Canada, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, the Russian Federation, Sweden and the United States is member of Arctic Council. Hence, United Kingdom is not associated with Arctic Council. Therefore, option D is correct option. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the disease X. 1. It refers to an unknown pathogen that can cause the next pandemic. 2. This name is given by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, World Health Organization or WHO said that it is updating the list of priority pathogens that pose the greatest public health risk. Disease X refers to an unknown pathogen that can cause the next pandemic. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is part of WHO's priority diseases list prepared for R&D in a public health emergency context. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is correct. According to WHO, it represents the knowledge that a serious international epidemic could be caused by a pathogen currently unknown to cause human disease. Next question is, recently the term bluebugging was in the news. It is related to natural gas exploration, construction of artificial island, minting of currency or hacking. The correct answer is option D, hacking. Cybersecurity experts note that apps that let users connect smartphones or laptops to wireless earplugs can record conversations and are vulnerable to hacks. Bluebugging is a form of hacking that lets attackers access a device through its discoverable Bluetooth connection. Once a device or phone is blue-bugged, a hacker can listen to the calls, read and send messages, and steal and modify contacts. Hence, option D is correct. Bluebugging attacks work by exploiting Bluetooth-enabled devices. The device Bluetooth must be in discoverable mode, which is the default setting on most devices. The hacker then tries to pair with the device via Bluetooth. Once a connection is established, hackers can use brute force attacks to bypass authentication. They can install malware in the compromised device to gain unauthorized access to it. Next question is, with reference to the Mauna Loa Volcano, consider the following statements. 1. It is the world's largest active volcano. 2. It is snow-capped in winter. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Mauna Loa is the world's largest active volcano, hence statement 1 is correct. It is located on the south central part of the island of Hawaii state, US. Frequently snow-capped in winter, Mauna Loa is a shield volcano that has erupted some 36 times since its first well-documented eruption in 1843. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Mauna Loa means long mountain in Hawaiian. The volcano takes up about 51% of Big Island and stands 13,681 feet above sea level and rises 30,000 feet from the bottom of the sea, higher than Mount Everest. Recent eruption is the first one recorded since 1984. Next question is, in the context of art and culture, the Ponang, a folk dance, is associated with which of the following states? Uttarakhand, Goa, Odisha or Arunachal Pradesh? The correct answer is option D, Arunachal Pradesh. Ponang is one of the most important folk dances of Arunachal Pradesh. Performed before the harvest of staple crops, it has women dancers. They often hold each other's hand and dance in formations. These dancers are led by a man who sings various songs and uses a sword-like musical instrument known as yoksha. This is the only instrument used in the entire act. The participants wear traditional dresses which comprises a long black colored shirt and red colored skirt-like garment. Hence, option D is correct. Next question is, which of the following is not correct regarding the Model Code of Conduct? It has been evolved with the consensus of political parties. It is enforced before 10 days of voting day. Before Lok Sabha elections, it is applicable throughout the country, or during Vidhan Sabha elections, it is in the area of concerned constituency only. The correct answer is option B. It is enforced before 10 days of voting day. The Model Code of Conduct for Guidance of Political Parties and Candidates is a set of norms which has been evolved with the consensus of political parties. The Election Commission ensures its observance by political parties in power, including ruling parties at the center and in the states and contesting candidates. It is enforced from the date of announcement of election schedule by the Election Commission and is operational till the process of elections are completed. Hence, option B is correct. During general elections to House of People or Lok Sabha, the code is applicable throughout the country. During general elections to the Legislative Assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha, the code is applicable in the entire state. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, that is CERT-In. 1. It is a functional organization of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. 2. It is the nodal agency to deal with cybersecurity threats. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. The servers of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences or AIIMS remains hacked for the 7th day in a row. Recently, the Hospital Authority issued a notice pointing that all services continue to take place in manual mode. The Indian Computer Emergency Response Team is an office within the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology of the Government of India. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is the nodal agency to deal with cybersecurity threats like hacking and phishing. It strengthens security-related defense of the Indian Internet domain. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is correct. Next question is, which of the following is correct regarding Collegium System? It is mentioned in the Constitution of India. It traces its origin to second judges and third judges case. It is mentioned in the Representation of the People Act 1951. Or Collegium comprises of senior most judge of Supreme Court and government representative. The correct answer is option B. It traces its origin to second judges and third judges case. The Supreme Court on November 28 linked the bitter failure of the National Judicial Appointments Commission, that is NJAC, to the government's willingness to cross some Rubicons and take on the judiciary by delaying Collegium recommendations. In 1993, a majority of 9-judge Constitutional Bench of the Supreme Court in the second judge's case, and in 1998, the unanimous opinion of the 9-judge Constitutional Bench of the Supreme Court in the third judge's case did accomplish the task of setting up of the Collegium System. Hence, option B is correct. Collegium System is nowhere mentioned in the Constitution of India. The Supreme Court Collegium is a 5-member body which is headed by the incumbent CJI and comprises the 4 other senior-most judges of the court at that time. A High Court Collegium is led by the incumbent Chief Justice and 2 other senior-most judges of that court. Next question is, Sukhatal Lake and Naini Lake are sometimes seen in news. They belong to which state? Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, or Punjab? The correct answer is option A, Uttarakhand. Recently, the Uttarakhand High Court on 29th November heard a suo motu public interest litigation, that is PIL, on preservation of Sukhatal Lake in Nainital. It directed the state to stop all construction activities on the lake bed and posted the matter for further hearing on December 20. It is believed that Sukhtar is a feeder lake for Naini Lake, as it acts as upstream storage for Naini Lake during monsoon by holding the runoff from catchment of water that would have otherwise flown out, thereby increasing erosion and silt deposition in Naini Lake. Hence, option A is correct. Next question is, with reference to monkeypox, consider the following statements. 1. Monkeypox virus is an enveloped double-stranded DNA virus. 2. Human monkeypox was first identified in humans in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Select the correct option using the code given below. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The World Health Organization or WHO announced recently that it would start using the term Mpox for monkeypox. It has infected about 80,000 people in the first major outbreak of the viral disease outside Africa that began early this summer. Monkeypox virus is an enveloped double-stranded DNA virus that belongs to the orthopox virus genus of the Poxviridae family. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Human monkeypox was first identified in humans in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of the Congo in a 9-month-old boy in a region where smallpox had been eliminated in 1968. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Last question is, consider the following statements with reference to United Nations Environment Programme. 1. Its headquarters is in Nairobi, Kenya. 2. In 2022, UNEP celebrated its 60th anniversary. Select the correct option using the code given below. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. In 2022, UNEP celebrated its 50th anniversary, having served as an authoritative advocate for the global environment since 1972. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The United Nations Environment Programme is responsible for coordinating responses to environmental issues within the United Nations system. It was established after the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment in Stockholm in June 1972. Its headquarters is in Nairobi, Kenya. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Therefore, option A is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. Which of the following is not correct about OPEC, that is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries? OPEC is a permanent intergovernmental organization. It is created at the Baghdad Conference on September 10 to 14, 1960. Its headquarters is in Vienna, Austria, or Austria is a member of OPEC. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.